If you're a big swim team and you like to order a lot of gear, maybe you ought to check out Swim Outlet Team Division for these reasons. Swim teams receive a 10% discount on bulk orders. Swim teams or organizations get an 8% commission on referred sales. You'll also like their customization services, which is affordable and available at all times during the year for all team gear. With over 50,000 items in stock, you can get most anything you want. Swim Outlet Team Division. You need to try it out. You'll be glad you did.
This is the Morning Swim Show for Tuesday, November 13th, 2012. I'm your host, Tiffany Elias. Today's guest in the Phoenix Monitor is Pat O'Neill. He is the head coach of the Jesuit school in Phoenix, Arizona, Brophy Preparatory. With Arizona high school states coming to a close earlier this month, Brophy has secured another state title amounting to 25 consecutive championships, one of the longest streaks of any high school sports team in the country. Joining us from Phoenix, Arizona, Pat, welcome to the show.
Good morning, Tiffany. How are you doing today?
Great. Congratulations on another state title this year.
Well, thank you very much. It's every year it's very exciting, and we certainly had a fun weekend.
Well, this is your 7th season with Brophy, 25 consecutive state titles, but give us a little history here. Brophy actually has a much larger number of wins. Why don't you tell us about that?
Oh, you bet. We've got a total of 35 state championships, and a little known fact, we've got an additional 6 state runner-ups. So we've been competing for a state championship since I believe our first time was in 1958. So it's quite a historied past here at Brophy for swimming.
How has Brophy been able to maintain this dominant level over so many years?
Well, there's one of the sayings is that success breeds success, and that in fact is true. Our reputation in the community that a lot of kids that are elite high-level swimmers do want to come here and be a part of that tradition, but the tradition needed to be started somewhere. And we come on the shoulders of a lot of great athletes, a lot of really good coaches. So it's a culmination of community support and community support of swimming in Arizona.
So do you feel pressure going into every state meet that there's really high expectations on you? What are the emotions going into each state meet every year?
Well, I have to admit there are expectations that we'll return with the state championship. But I like to remind everybody that every year, at least half of our team, this is their first time. 8 out of our 18 kids this year was their first time going to the state meet, and it's exciting every year, and it's a challenge every year. There's 162 other swim teams in Arizona that would love to be in place right now.
So when high school swimming is such an interesting time for these swimmers, most of them, at least in your high school, are club swimmers. So how do you balance club swimmers with high school swimmers and all the demanding schedules of all the different programs and coaches from around the area?
Well, that's one of the things that's fun and difficult about swimming in Arizona. Most of our kids, but not all of them, are club swimmers, and they come from 9 different clubs last count. So we have to work hand in hand with the club coaches. Communication is the key. You need to be able to talk and communicate with club coaches and find out what they're doing off season in order to help have a successful of our season.
So let's talk about the Brophy swimmers in particular. Always a great senior class. Why don't you talk about any outstanding performances this year, anybody to look forward to, especially those seniors who will hopefully be moving on to collegiate swimming?
Oh, you bet. It looks like we have 4 of our 7 seniors are talking with different colleges looking to swim at the next level. We've got our sprinter and who was actually named Swimmer of the Year at the state meet this year, Gabby Espinoza, and he won the 50 and the 100 free and led off our 4x50 and our 4x100 relay. He's a hardworking kid, and he's looking at he's narrowed it down to about 4 or 5 colleges right now. But after the state meet, he got renewed interest from quite a few college coaches. We also had Lucas Williams, who was on our 4x100 winning relay and won the 200 freestyle and took second in the 500 freestyle. He's looking at a couple of different colleges, has been talking to a couple of the academies as well. And Jonas Fowler, who was our IAmer and flyer, he's interested in going to a couple of, he's been talking to a couple of Division II colleges, kind of high level, high academics. He's a very, very intelligent kid as well.
Well, Brophy is an institution that really prepares these swimmers not only for in the water, but outside academically and in the real world. What is it about the Jesuit community that you think really helps these boys all around in their sports and in their academics and life?
Well, great question. I could go on about the Jesuit education that they get here, but we really truly believe in Brophy being a community involving the parents and the people that are involved with the Brophy parents and the Brophy kids. We give them a very rounded education here. A lot of these kids will go on trips to third world countries and live and do some work in these rural villages in third world countries, and they come back with a greater appreciation of what's going on in the United States, what's going on here at Brophy and in the community around them.
Well, they definitely, I think success does breed success, and that definitely applies here to Brophy. So now that the season's over, how are you feeling? Are the nerves able to settle down a little bit?
Big sigh of relief for a lot of us, but then right away last night we're having our banquet and start talking with the juniors and some of the sophomores, and there's already excitement building for next season.
Well, that was...
Go ahead.
I was going to say that was my next question, is when does preparation begin for the 2013 year? I guess it already has.
Oh, we're already thinking about next year, already starting to discuss, all right, where we're going to slot different people for relays and who could swim what, and we're very excited with the kids we've got coming back, and we've got a couple of top-notch freshmen that look like they're applying to Brophy. So again, we're very excited for next year already.
Great. Well, you definitely are doing something right out there, Pat. 25 consecutive state titles. Congratulations, and we look forward to seeing you guys next year at Arizona State's.
Great, Tiffany, thank you very much.
All right, thanks, Pat. That is Pat O'Neill in the Fenice Monitor. That will conclude today's morning swim show. Make sure to follow us on Facebook and Twitter to keep up with all the latest news. I'm your host, Tiffany Elias. Thanks for watching.